everyone, my name is Juliana Gomez. This is week 7 assignment, the Congo and the African War. Let's get started with the questions. It was a wonderful video. There was parts of it that I was confused about, but overall, John Green did a great job explaining it and making it entertaining enough for me to stick around. So, what is the African War? In the 1990s and early 2000s, Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo turned into something that was called the African War. And so the Leopold II was a part of this, and he ruled privately in 1884 to 1906. And then he was forced to turn it over and over to the colony and the government. How was the decolonization affected the region? So Congo was repairing the independent state. That Congo's new leader didn't have much formal education, and so what they struggled with the most at that time was the lack of education. And so the future colleges and graduates were very, very little, and they weren't really skilled in much from the outside. It was more of they knew what they already knew, and it wasn't any type of development, but there were very few people that went to college. Joseph Maputo, he was a part of Congo. He organized parts of the government that he was basically a really bad leader. But there was first a decade of charges on him, and he hosted some of the, I forgot the name of it. It's called something the jungle. I think it's the Rumble in the Jungle. That's what he caused, and it was the greatest heavyweight boxer, and he did a lot of things with Muhammad Ali, and he did a lot. But he also didn't help the economy besides the copper boom. So he kind of destroyed the economy, and the local businesses, they were under great distress. Mabudu, that I'm trying my best. The powers and abilities that he granted to his friends was his strategy to stay in control. And so what he used is that he's like, oh, I have this. I'm going to manipulate it so that you keep me in power. And so that's what he did for a while. And then we have a guy named Paul, and he was a leader, and he succeeded to take over the country and take 2 million people and flee to eastern Congo. And so then we have a new leader that is Laurent Desire Kabila. And so this person was sworn to be the new president and renewed the name of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So now we're in this stage that we have Kabila, and then we also have Maputo. And there are like thousands of people in Rwanda, and refugees were fleeing from the country because of this Congo war that they have, because now the people there are not safe. And so Joseph Kabutu was now sworn in to be the new president and was elected in 1960. But the thing is that he is related to the last one, and that was Laurent Kabutu, because that person was no longer in the presidency, but they reelected someone that was from the same family line, which makes no sense because he was also not a good person. And so China's role in Congo and the communism is that the first Chinese inventors of the DRC are private traders. And so in 2007, they neglected huge deals that people had in the Republic of China. And then China had $9 billion. These people love to work with the billions. I don't know how they get that money, but they have it. And the DRC really return the futures and of their resources, really. And so overall, the history of the African culture and the existing parts of Congo that they really were trying to repair is that China, in $9 billion, they tried to refund their resources and try to work with what they had. That's how it was. And the large powers of the powerful countries and parts of Congo that really need repairing after their war. And so these parts of what history brings together, sometimes it doesn't make sense because I wasn't there. But when you kind of put it into the perspective and the timelines and how John Green kind of puts it, it makes it into a bigger picture. And so for me, I still struggle a lot with history, even throughout all the videos that I've created or the things I've learned. But my hope, again, is that we can repair our history and learn from it, learn from other people's mistakes so that we don't make the same. All right. I hope you learned something today with me, and I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful day, night, and afternoon.